Hi guys, my name is Julie, as you know, and this is my granddaughter Adelina.
Hi.
And in a turn of events today, she's actually going to be the one doing all the talking because she's going to tell you about a product that she purchased on Amazon.
Okay, so this video is going to be a rate and review about this acrylic nail kit that I bought off Amazon. It's from SAVILAND. It is for beginners, so it's pretty simple to use. It's pretty simple to comprehend also. But it does have like pro items in here, so it's pretty fancy actually. This was, without discount, it's about $45, but I got it on discount, so I got it for $30. When you open it, some of the stuff that I'll be telling you about is not in order, so please do not expect it to be in this exact order that I am telling it to you in when you open it, if you get it. So you will definitely see this mini box inside of the large box, and there are a few boxes also inside of that box. So there's this acrylic liquid. It's in a tall box, obviously. Sorry, I'm just talking about boxes. When you open it, there's this little bottle, which also has their little brand name and logo, and it just tells you what it is. And on the back of it, it tells you the ingredients, and it tells you the ingredients on the back of the box as well.
Unfortunately, there's no real description of how to use it, though.
Yes, you will have to look up a few videos on how to do this, but it's pretty simple. It's just pour it into a little dish, and you take an acrylic brush, which is also included in this kit. They are currently in my kitchen. So you just take that and you dip it into your nail powder, which is the acrylic nail powders. She'll be opening every box in this video because I'm wearing nails because I just did my nails a few days ago.
I'm the Vanna White of box opening. There you go.
Okay, so when you open it, you'll see 3 little powders. So this one, it's white, you can see, but it's actually the clear. It looks a little less opaque than the actual white because you get a clear, white, and a pink. This one is the clear, as you can, this is the white. As you can see, it's a little more opaque than the clear. And there's also, a pink in here, which is pretty nice. It's a really good color. The consistency of it when you actually use the acrylic liquid for this, it's a little chunky, I would say, than like a smooth acrylic powder or acrylic gloss, whatever you use. So that's a little downside to that, but I really like the white. It's pretty creamy. I haven't tried the clear. You have to try that for yourself. I'm sorry. But this stuff, it's basically together, so I'll just give it I'll give it like a 9 out of 10 because, like I said, it's just a little chunky sometimes. Okay, so we're moving on to the gel nail polish set. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Okay, so it comes in this cute little box. A lot of this stuff comes in cute little boxes. It has 3 colors in this particular set that I got. Black, white. The white has a little pink sticker on it, by the way. And red. So I have also used all of these, and I can tell you they do take a very long time to dry. There's also a little UV light. This does come with a cord, and instead of just like charging it and like using it later, you do have to keep it plugged in to use it. There's a little button on the side, this side, and you just click it. As you can tell, it makes a sound, so it does work. But it does run, I think it goes, like the light turns on for about 60 seconds. I'm not sure, you'll have to check. But it did take more than 6 hours to dry that nail polish, so I would not recommend using those, but if you want to spend all day in your living room using this kit, use the nail polishes. This does expand. It's kind of hard, even if you don't have nails, because it's kind of packaged in there, but it does have little holes for the lights, like where they are, so you can just do it like that if you want, instead of making a little stand. It is. Better to make it a little stand though, if you can get it open. Again with the nail polishes, sorry. It does come with a foundation gel. Sorry, I'm blocking it. Foundation gel and a top coat. And the top coat and the foundation gel both have a, sorry, this is the white, both have a white sticker on them, just to decipher them from the colors. These also take a very long time. I did my nails when I did these. I put the foundation coat on after I filed them down, and it took a little longer than 6 to 8 hours to dry.
Wow.
And it still wasn't dry after that, so I just decided to add the nail polish and be done with it. After all that, that would be a 5 out of 10 because it can really go either way, depending on the quality of your products, because they might have a little mix-up or whatever if you get them. Yeah, that's just my rating, sorry. So there are more things in here. So there's this, a SAVILAND portable, lightweight, low noise, low shock electric nail drill. That's just what it says. I'm not saying that's not what it is. It has little things on it. I don't really know what they mean, but this is what it looks like. This is kind of actually the size. When you open it, I already have it open. There's this cord. It looks like this, first of all. You open it, and it looks like this. There's a little hole in the back. But there's this cord. This cord, again, you have to plug it in for it to work. You can't just plug it in and then charge it. It doesn't have a rechargeable battery. So on this is actually a bit different. There's a switch. In the middle is off. Up is to the right. Down is to the left. So that's just the way that it turns. And there's a little, like, notch anchor thing on the side, if you can see. All the way up to the top is the slowest mode. All the way up to the bottom is the fastest. When you open it, you'll also see the drill itself. It looks a bit funny when it's not plugged into anything, when it doesn't have a nail drill bit. There is this little kit, kind of toolbox, that you use. It's very easy to open, actually. It's just a little pop-off cap. And it comes with all these different drill sizes and shapes. This one, if I can take this bit off that I put on previously. I'm in defeat of opening,
Oh wow, it's
closing.
hard to get off. I think we may have to do this in the, oh, no, I got it.
Okay, so
Luckily.
it looks like this. Kind of looks like a bolt. And you take these little, like, cylinder shaped things and you put it on here. And we had a hard time taking it off, so I'm not going to do that for the sake of this video being 30,000 years long. But yeah, it just slips right on. Sometimes it takes a little while because these are like kind of cardboard. They're really, really nice, really nice. They're easy to use too, so it's literally just, you turn it on, flip the switch, choose your mode, and then you can file your nail down.
I'm sorry just in advance for my dog. He's actually sleeping and you can hear his little heavy breathing.
Snoring in the background.
Yeah,
So cute.
sorry about that.
So yeah, there's also extra drill bits. So other than these, because these do go bad, not necessarily bad, but like if you use them a lot, it's just like a nail file. They lose their actual like scrub kind of thing. It does come with a bag that is actually just stuck under this. So it kind of fell out when I opened it. But it's the number 120 with 50 of them in here. And that's all that's in this bag. So this I would actually rate a 10 out of 10. Really simple to use. It comes with instructions. They're somewhere in here. We had them. Oh yeah, they're right here, sorry. It comes with instructions too on how to use it, because you can actually get really hurt with this. If you drill your nail down too fine, it will hurt to the touch, or it will just sting really bad. And also, if you file your false nail down a little too much, then it might just be like completely clear and it'll be flimsy, and you don't want that. So there's little articles and things on how to use it, and a little designs and stuff on how you would take these off. But yeah, 10 out of 10, really easy to use, really fun, really simple. Next, this box, the tiny box, is a fun box. When you open it, remember, not necessarily in this order, there's this little cup, and this is actually for the acrylic liquid. And you just take this and you open it up and pour it in, and it's actually the liquid's actually purple. It does smell like chemicals a lot, so you might have to open a few windows doors when you use this, or you just do it outside if you want, if you're that person. We live in Arizona, so kind of not possible. There's also a little bag of tape, like little nail tapes, so like you can do cool designs, make it look like hieroglyphics or something on your nails. So it actually comes in a bag, and each of them also come in a little sleeve packet thing. There are multiple colors. They're shiny. This one's a silver, and it comes in a little sleeve. It's pretty sticky, so that's why I recommend putting it back in its sleeve after you use it. And there's a little purple like marker tip to show you where it starts. This one I've used already, so it's kind of like from up. It's really thin. This one's actually the green, sorry, but it's easy to cut, and it's really thin, so it's pretty easy to use it. It's really sticky as well, so it's not like it'll come off if you look at it wrong. I'll put this back in its sleeve later, but there's a shiny green, a silver, gold, regular opaque white, and a shiny red. We love our sparkles here.
Obviously.
Okay, so this is another thing. It comes with two little sanding block things. So this is a nail file, and this is like a sanding block, kind of nail sanding file block thing.
Am I bored?
Yeah, it's really foamy, so it's like kind of squishy actually. This one's just a normal nail file. Normal, bendy, you know. It works really well. Very filey.
Filey.
This one is kind of soft. Even before me using it, it was already kind of like dull. But yeah, they're both nail files. What else can you say? They're pretty easy to use. It's not like there's any instructions needed. There's also cuticle oil. It smells like strawberries. I don't really know how to use this yet, but I will find out.
You just put it under this area so that you can take off the dead skin. And then that's when you use that tool.
Yeah, okay, so I'll show you later all the cuticle tools. So this is strawberry scented. It smells really good. There's this little brush, as you can see. It's kind of pink. But when you put it on, you just go like that, and you can see, like if you do a swatch, it smells so good. You can see it. It has this little cranker thing. So if you can hear that, it just pushes the oil further towards the tip so that you can get more out. Now also, there's these little nail stickers. You have to put the top coat on top of these so that they don't fall off. I haven't opened these yet because I've told you I don't really use the nail polishes anymore. But on the top, they have little butterflies and stuff. If I open this, you can't open it actually because I'm sorry. I thought I couldn't open this. I opened it. This actually comes with a few stickers in here, I think. Yeah, so it comes with these stickers, and it has a little sheet. You just take it out and see me behind it. Yeah, it comes with the little butterflies like I showed you. And there are like gold clear ones and colorful ones too. They're all shiny, as you know. Sparkles. We love them. Sorry, I'm going to try to put this back. Just put that away. Thank you. So that, 10 out of 10. If you use them correctly, they will be marvelous. Okay, so this is a toe separator. So when you're painting your nails, you can just put these between your toes. Kind of gross. I don't want to talk about that right now. But anyway, yeah, they're shaped like hearts. They're cute. They're little sponges, so they're squishy. They're pretty comfortable. The only downside to this is that they are very like pliable foam, so they're not very durable. So they might break easily if you like, I don't know, move them around a little bit too much, because they can stretch a bit, but not that much. So 5 out of 10. There are these detail brushes. You know what a detail brush is, right? Just use it to make little details. So you dip these into like your nail polishes, your top coats, whatever, if you want to do a specific design. So 10 out of 10. You can't really go wrong with those. So now we have 10 alcohol pads. They're alcohol pads, 10 out of 10. Just for cleaning. You can do it before or after you paint your nails, whatever. These are little sticky pads. So I'm pretty sure these come with like 3 of these little applicators things, where they have the little sticky tabs so that you stick the false nails to your nail. It also comes with a nail glue. This nail glue is not UV activated, but it can like dry. It dries really fast with UV, but it can air dry. The nail glue, really, really strong. If you don't break your nails 24/7. If you're not too active, then I would say this is very good. Very, very sticky. I've had these nails on for about 3 days. These, not so much, because they are sticky tabs, so they're basically just little, like those sticky hands that you get from stores. So they do lose their stick after a while, and it's pretty hard to take off the nail, like when you want to switch it out. So this, probably like 2 out of 10. They're not really good for long-term use. Okay, so now we're getting into a few of the tools. So we got tweezers for applying gems, little charms, anything you really want to add. You can literally stick anything to your nails if you have nail glue. So 10 out of 10, they're just tweezers. Now this is a duster kind of brush. It's really soft. It's just so soft. But it's for like dusting off the nail dust that's on your fingers, like after you file your nails, or after you take your nail polish off by filing it. So that's really good. 10 out of 10. It's a brush. This is a cuticle thing. Cuticle thing.
Yeah. So it just helps push the...
Yeah, it just helps push it.
The dead skin back, and then to scrape it off.
Yeah, so this is actually for pushing it under your finger. So like you push it back, and then you'd use this to push it in. This, 10 out of 10. This is not a cuticle knife, so don't try to do that, or else you might rip a little too high, and we don't want that. 10 out of 10 if you use it right. This. Accessories. I love them. There are 6, I believe. Wait, no, sorry, 12. There are 12 in here. 12 different types. As you can see, there are a few different things in here, if you can actually see it. They're like gems, beads, flowers, glitters. There are these little like kind of clay flowers and hearts. They're really pretty. They're pastels. There's also these little like glitter stars. Really shiny, really good. I wouldn't really recommend the pearls, like the complete bubble pearls, because they're not like half. There are half ones that are like kind of like disco balls. So they're pretty shiny. They're really fun. These though, they might come off easily because they are very circular and round. So 9 out of 10, for obvious reasons. Okay, so now these are questionable. If you like don't want to, if you're just getting into this whole realm of acrylic nails, then you might want to use these. These are actually fake fingers. They're actually like pastel orange. Like on the listing on Amazon, they looked like flesh color, but they're actually bright orange. So these, you just take fake nails. They come with fake nails. I'll show you in a minute. And you just click it in there. And if it falls out when you try to use them, you can use one of those sticky tabs because they do stick to plastic very well, not so much your nail. So 8 out of 10. They're kind of creepy. Okay, so these are the false nails. These can go on your finger, on the fake finger. These are actually used for like how I have them, like on my full nail. or you can just cut off the back and use it as a nail tip, make your nail longer than however it is. So it starts at 0. 0 is the biggest size possible on here. That's more of a thumbnail, so it's pretty big. You don't necessarily have to use it as a thumbnail, so you could use like a 3 as a thumbnail, depending on your nail size. It doesn't matter if you're an adult or a kid, because I've seen adults use this stuff. So there are adults and kid sizes on here. As you can see, I have a perfect fit on all of them. And it goes all the way up to 9, which would be a pinky nail. It's pretty small. This is a 9, actually, so they're very tiny. But some people do have small nails, so 10 out of 10. This, another tool. These are those little, what are they called? Sorry, I don't know really what they're called. Look it up. But they're used for when you just take your bare nail after you're sanding it and you wrap it around. Here, I'll show you. I have one here that I ripped, but I can show you a bit. So when it's whole, you kind of take this, and this bottom part, you'll see it like wraps around, and it aligns with your nail. As you can't really see because this isn't really aligned, but then you can like carve out a shape. So you can do cat nails, duck nails, whatever you want, short nails. Yeah, so that's for the acrylic powders, or if you have an acrylic gel. It does not come with this kit, but you could have an acrylic gel and you use those for it. They are gold, and it comes with a lot of them. I don't know how many exactly because it doesn't say. It says on the listing, but not on here. 10 out of 10. Wait a minute, sorry. Not 10 out of 10, actually. These do rip very easily if you are not careful with them. So actually 9 out of 10. More things that I have, actually. This is the wrong one. So these are more little powders. So you use acrylic liquid, dip it in here. Normal. These are more of carving powders, so if you've ever seen videos where people make little like flowers on their nails, like 3D flowers. This is for 3D nail art, or you can just mix it with the liquid a little bit more and make a slightly bigger nail than yours. So 10 out of 10. It's really good. These come in multiple versions, actually. So there's the powders, there's the glitters. They're all the same colors, actually. So they might be variations because it's a glitter to a powder, but same colors overall. They're really good. It's just a glitter, so it might get everywhere if you don't put a top coat. And there's sequins. I haven't opened these ones yet, actually, but they are also the same color. They're just sequins. They're really nice. Again, top coat, please. Another thing. I had something else up here. Okay, I lost it, but sorry. So there's also this little like knife tool. I don't really know what it's used for, but I'm sorry, but I would not recommend it because you can cut yourself if you do not know what it is or not how to use it. So I have not approached that anywhere, and that's probably why I have lost it. It might be in this big box. Hold on, let me check. No, there's more glue in here, sorry. So yeah, it literally just looks like, it kind of looks like a seam ripper, if you've ever seen that. Where it kind of looks like a U shape, and there's like a knife in the bottom, and you just rip through it. That's how it looks. That's probably one of the cuticle cutters that I got. It doesn't have like a cap or anything though, so, but it is like kind of guarded with those little like outside pieces that aren't really knives. They're just kind of sharp because they're metal. But it is pink. Metal is metal color, silver. But yeah, overall, this kit is very nice. It actually has a lot of cool stuff in here. If you don't use all of it, you can still get pretty decent nails, as you can see. I put charms on, you can use the glue, make French tips, stuff like that. But yeah, overall, this is probably a 8.5 out of 10 because there are some downsides, but not too low, and it's just really nice overall because there's really high quality products in here.
So overall, a good review.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to us.
And we'll put the link in the description for the Amazon purchase.
Oh yeah, so you can purchase your own and decide for yourself.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.